about. Staffordshire are the very poorest of authorities, I think, that's going on around here, and it's really difficult. We have money to buy the things that we actually need, but we don't have any spare bits to buy nice things, and so this money is going to buy or go towards buying a class set of iPads. Some people might go, oh, we don't want iPads for children, but actually we need them so that they can get on their Times Table Rockstars and their Spelling Shared and all these apps that are absolutely fabulous for getting our children learning and engaged. But obviously that's at a cost, and so that will be wonderful that we can have a class set for our children, and they say thank you very much indeed. They're very grateful, but thank you very much.
This village hall was opened in its current form. It was an older wooden village hall that stood just adjacent to this building on the car park, the rear car park, that's since been moved and redeveloped. But this building itself was built 60 years ago and opened, and it, you know, the people who fundraised at that time to make it happen were the people of this village. And so it is sort of bestowed through those generations down to us. And so we're very grateful for any support that we can get to help with the fabric and maintenance of the building. Obviously we hire the rooms out, and we largely operate on a sort of cost-even sort of basis. So we're always grateful for any fundraising or any contribution of grants from anywhere. So what we're going to do, we've had, as Philip said, £4,500 off the festival committee. We've already started to put that to some use. We've already changed the flooring in the small hall. So those of you that, funny enough, I didn't know, like Philip, how many people were going to be here tonight. And so half of my presentation was to say, well, that's what we spent it on, because we're sitting, we're standing on it. But we're in the large hall, so that isn't the case. The other part of the grant, so we've got the flooring has been done already, and we've ordered some new curtains to match those curtains over there. So those will be in the small hall as well. So we've got more of a uniform decoration and decor within the halls. So once again, really, I'd just like to thank all of the Scarecrow Festival Committee for considering the village hall as a beneficiary for the last year's event, and well, thank you very much.
Not many people know that there is an allotments in Pattingham. I didn't when I moved here 5 years ago. And we are a small community, we welcome anybody, and we're very grateful for this, because there's only a few of us to fundraise between ourselves for what we do need. And our raised beds have been in since 2009. And they're really falling apart and dilapidated. We're hoping to replace as many as we can, because a lot of the people who use them are the older, more
careful.
less able-bodied.
Require a little help.
Yes. But the other option would be to take them down and remove them altogether. So hopefully we can get the majority of them either fixed or replaced. We want to make the shed a bit more friendly for people.
So we can see inside.
So we can see inside the shed. We have no light in there at the moment, and we're hoping to use local people to do the work for us. So if anybody wants to come and have a word with me and have a quote, more than welcome.
There's a few jobs that need doing around site.
Yeah.
And obviously we can't keep relying on the goodwill of friends, family and other plot holders. We are actually going to have to try and find a couple of tradespeople to actually make sure that they can do the works for us,
Yeah.
so that well, it's safe and that we don't blow ourselves up ultimately.
Yeah. But yeah, we'd just like to say thank you very much, and if anybody would like to come and have a look, either now before we do any work or afterwards, please get in touch. You're more than welcome on site. I'll show anybody around. If anybody would like to join the allotments, the waiting list is open. And we'd just like to thank you very much, and I don't think you know how much this means to the actual plot holders that we do have. So thank you.
Scarecrow Committee is also part of Christmas, so you should perhaps come up here as well. So I joined this group with a little bit of my work background to help out with risk assessments and road closures and things, which is where I came into the Scarecrow Festival. And basically it's a small group of friends that wanted to improve the light fair and take the light fair over, the switch on event. Make it a little bit bigger and try and raise some more funds to put back into the village and into the displays that we have. Without criticism, and I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, but do you remember the year that the big tree had the little loop around the centre of the lights?
Yeah.
Yes. I think we all took on board that a few of the children might have been a little bit disappointed with that, so we thought, right, let's get together, see what we can do to make something bigger. So we've approached the parish council, and we're actually working alongside the parish council. So all the work that we do, we report back to them. We're sort of their working group, and then they feed it through, and it officially goes through the parish council's accounts because they are responsible for the lights. And with the £2,500 that we're very, very grateful to receive from the Scarecrow Festival, we're planning on purchasing. So over the shops, there's currently little Christmas trees. We're going to be purchasing snowflakes to replace those Christmas trees. I mean, as you'll probably know, councils are being encouraged to be more sustainable and environmentally friendly. So therefore we've taken out the Christmas trees, we're having our own snowflakes with a loop of lights. So I think that's about 2,200. And then we're going to be banking the rest of the money because the next light fair will be, I think we made about 1,900 this year. But then we spent a lot of that on the outgoings next year. But we're trying to bank some money together because ultimately we'd like to purchase some motifs to go on the lamp columns around the village. So that as you're entering, you've got all down the high street and a little bit up down Patsall. So it'll be just a nice addition to the village. So that's what our aims are. I think this year we felt that there perhaps wasn't quite enough of us on the floor at the actual event.
Yeah.
So if anybody's free on the afternoon, well, I think there's a bit of debate at the moment whether it'll be the afternoon of the Sunday again or perhaps a Saturday, but once we've got the date, if anybody is free and they want to volunteer to come and help us, we would really welcome some volunteers.
Shall I say the amount? Because I don't think you did.
Yeah, sorry.
So, it's all right. 5,300, which is something to get your teeth into, isn't it? So hopefully over the past year you've noticed that we've done a little bit more outreachy things in terms of the hymns and pims. I don't know whether you were able to come to that. I certainly enjoyed it very much. And not just the pims. And our Santa at St Charles. For Christmas, which was very warmly received by all the young people that came and the parents. We're hoping in the next year and obviously going onwards to do more outreach events of that sort of kind, to just really welcome people where they're at. To come and be involved with the church and what we're celebrating and what we as a village are celebrating. So that's what we're hoping to do. There are other things afoot, but I'm sure that as time goes on we'll be able to talk about those more fully. So we're just so excited to have this money as seed money to do those wonderful events, because it is a joy to be able to invite people and give them pims and then not charge anything but raise money for other charities. That's a delight. and to, at Christmas, give gifts to kids. That's really lovely. So we're really happy to have that. Can I just say one thing personally? We had not arrived very long as a family to Pattingham before the Scarecrow Festival, and it was such a phenomenal event. It was just so wonderful. The amount of community love and encouragement and just everybody being together. What a community cohesive event. Absolutely loved it. I am amazed. I have never lived anywhere where there has been just such a wonderful community feel. Everybody working together. It was wonderful. Thank you for letting me be part of it.